So the 62nd meeting of the International Whaling Commission has come to an end. There's been some highs and there's been some lows for whales. The highs, of course, was that with overwhelming public pressure, the consensus deal, what some people have called the peace plan between whalers and non-whalers, fell really at the last hurdle at this meeting. I don't think it's dead and buried yet. There is some talk of it coming back at the next meeting, but I really think people understood what the stakes were at this meeting. For a long time, the proponents of the deal have been talking about it not actually affecting the moratorium on commercial whaling, but I think people started to understand, not for the first time, but really clearly, that if they were going to vote for any quotas, then the moratorium would fall. And I think delegations started to decide that that was not a price worth paying. WDCS's report on reinventing the whale, about medicinals and health supplements that the whalers have been looking at, was well received at this meeting. And I think for the first time delegates realised that when they've been thinking that, well, actually just trade is going to not really be an issue, they suddenly understood that it's going to be a problem. And delegates thought, well, actually, why should we give them 10 years to consolidate that industry? Has it gone? I don't really think so, but I think it's had a major blow. I think it maybe attempts to resuscitate it from the chairman and the vice chair, but hopefully it's been dealt a mortal blow, and we can continue that pressure in the coming year with your support. The lows for whales, well, has to be the humpbacks in Greenland. WDCS has been fighting that campaign for 4 years, and yes, it's a real tragedy. However, I think the pressure that was brought to bear resulted in Greenland reducing its quota of minke whales by 22 whales a year, and also reducing its fin whale quota. Now, it actually only reduced its fin whale from 19 to 16, but voluntarily agreed to only implement a quota of about 10 a year. So is there a trade-off? Well, delegates would say that they've traded off. From our point of view, politically, Greenland has advanced its case of multi-species takes, and has got hold of an iconic species in terms of the humpback. WDCS is proud to be here representing you. We'll continue to fight for whales and dolphins in the coming year, and we'll be preparing from now for the next International Whaling Commission meeting. Our commitment is commercial whaling should never come back. Our commitment is that Aboriginal subsistence whaling really has to clean up its act. There is nothing that we will not combat if we think it's wrong, and we'll carry on fighting. There are a few setbacks, but in the end of the day, I think people's relationships with these remarkable creatures is so developing, is becoming so far advanced, that there is a change. There is a change in the air, which means that one day we recognise we share this planet. I look forward to that, and until that time, we'll keep fighting. Thank you.